Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Comic Book Club. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I am Pete.
And we have 3 amazing issues to talk to you guys about today.
Oh,
Probably for the first time ever, we're going to talk about Spawn, number 185.
Maybe the last time.
Spawn of America, number 26, and X-Force, number 8. So let's get right into it, talking about Spawn. Welcoming back Todd McFarlane to the fold.
Where has he been?
Making action figures and buying baseball.
If I may.
Yes, please.
Spawn was a comic that I really got into in my earlier years, and big fan. And I was crushed with the revelation that Spawn was a wife beater and
And a t-shirt.
yeah, and so
Yes.
a baby killer and a wife beater, and because they wanted to sell more comics and make them more edgier.
They want to sell more than 2. The 2 you bought.
I would buy 2 each week, but
Alternate covers and all.
so
Please take your time explaining this.
yeah, sorry. So then what happens is it just got worse from there, and then Todd was like, whoa, you guys are killing something that was awesome. I'm going to take back over. So I was hoping this issue, it was a retcon all of that BS that happened. And that was the only reason I bought it, and it didn't happen. And I'm not going to pick up
To be fair, he did retcon it by, spoiler, having Spawn shoot his own head off.
With his hand.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't really realize that.
Really?
The whole issue is about him being
No,
headless.
I know that. I'm just saying I didn't realize that maybe he was doing that out of like...
Yeah, he basically, Al Simmons, end of this issue, beginning of the issue, but it's unclear what happened until the end of the issue, Spawn blasts his own head off. And I think most of this issue is about setting up a new Spawn.
Right.
Is pretty much what's going to happen. I didn't think this was that bad.
Wow.
Yeah!
I didn't think this was that bad. I liked Portacio, Portacio's art. I
Yeah,
thought
the
it
art
was
was
cool.
awesome.
Todd McFarlane's script at first felt like it was all over the place and very sparse, and I didn't really understand what was going. But it actually became clearer as it went on, which I really liked a lot, which really harks back to old Spawn.
Yeah.
A lot of old Spawn was just those weird numbers in the bottom
Yeah.
and all over the place, and you're like, oh man, this is going to build to something.
Yeah. Apparently it's all 185 issues have been building to this.
Yeah. Well, clearly not, but I mean, especially as Todd McFarlane is only on for, I think, this arc, hopefully he's going to bring this, introduce this new Spawn, and then let people run with it.
Well, for me, this felt like Spawn number 1.
Right.
Like, it's almost identical. And what's his name? The Violator? The blue
Yeah.
guy shows up, and it's stupid. He's just wandering around. He turns blue.
This is very much a nostalgia trip. Isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
If you like
Spawn, you'll like this.
No, I don't think you will. You will be like, oh, I could reread Spawn number 1. It's the same thing. Except for you have a guy shooting his own face off.
Yeah,
And-
that didn't happen in Spawn.
Yeah, it didn't happen in
Totally
Spawn.
awesome.
That's
Would you say pick it up?
No, and I will say, I think this. If people start picking this up, like that's insane. It's just because his name is on there. Are people still
Well, he
on
was
that?
away and he went back to it. I mean, it's...
He's a dick,
Wow.
right?
He's
I
going to
think-
come through that computer and kill you.
Yeah.
He's got big brass baseballs.
We've heard stories about Todd McFarlane murdering people. Justice League of America, number 26. We've been pretty hard on this series.
Yeah, we have.
This is bringing the current arc to an end.
The ending Crazy Town trip.
What did you guys think about this?
Well, here's the thing. It's
What's
terrible.
the thing?
It's terrible, but you know what it is? Because Dwayne McDuffie used to do the animated show. And I feel like this might work and might be a great episode of the animated series.
Yeah.
But in the comic book form, it does not work. It seems so cheap and so hackneyed. And with a cover where it's like, oh, I like all these Elseworlds versions of these characters, and then it's just all the same thing you've heard 100 times. It's all super predictable, and
it doesn't work. It doesn't work with the pacing of a comic book. I think that's the biggest problem. And no, that's it.
I disagree with you. I don't think this would make a good animated show. I don't like the Elseworld characters. I just feel like it's Crazy Town. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, oh, this just pontificate maybes and what ifs, and oh, you know what? I'm just gonna end this, but put a little question mark on it. Like it's like she's in the mob now. I'm gonna ask you a favor at some point, and no matter what you're doing, you better, And I was like, that's horrible.
It's not particularly well written. I think what we've seen with Dwayne McDuffie's run is the stuff that has worked has been character moments.
Yeah.
Games where he's had the characters talking to each other have been great. I feel like take him off Justice League of America, put him on a book where he can do what he's good at, where he can have characters interacting in a soap opera or conversational manner.
Put him on a soap opera that we have to read.
I would love to read his Days of Our Lives comic.
Oh, it's great action packed.
I do like the art.
Cool.
Okay. He doesn't
Great.
do the art.
Don't pick this up. Then.
Yeah.
Don't
All
pick it
All right,
up.
let's move on to something I think we all unilaterally recommend. X-Force number 8. Let's hold off on what we're going to say for a moment, because I know both you and I have really liked the series a lot. Pete, you've been very down on it.
Thank you. Was this so hard to make? Was this so hard to do? Thank you. It's everyone on the X-Force doing their thing. Is that so hard? Why did it take this many issues?
Really?
Wait till
Why?
8?
Okay,
Why?
here's what
Come
Pete is
on.
saying. Here's what Pete is saying. Pete's problem has been that you take all these sharp people and they're not chopping up stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they're chopping off stuff, but it's mostly happening off panel.
Right.
This issue, sharp people chop up some stuff.
It's great.
Oh, thank
Man,
you.
It's like it's like julienning vegetables, except their bodies.
I like this issue also.
Something
I
like
love this series. I think Kyle and Yas do a great job of
Killer.
really killing it.
Fantastic.
Of balancing all of the characters and making them really work. I really like the new additions to the cast.
Yeah.
I think Archangel is working excellently, which is shocking. Bringing in Domino is lovely.
Love Domino.
Oh,
I
so
love
much fun.
Domino as a character.
And Elixir, using Elixir in such a smart, interesting way. As
That's
my favorite part of the issue.
Oh, mine too as well. I love though that you're talking about how the characters are treated so fairly, but they all support the story. Like they have a great story in mind for this. It's huge what they have in their minds, I think, and every issue just is marching toward that. And I don't know how you haven't been on board and why you like this issue above all.
Choppy. They like it because
It's
choppy,
action.
choppy.
It's taking the characters you know and love and letting them do what they're good at.
Chopping things up.
Fighting crime.
You're a
is
simple
what I
man.
like to do.
You're a simple man.
What's interesting though is like if they gave it to me in the first issue, would I have loved it as much as making me want it?
They had to tease you.
Yeah, they've been.
Here's my
tease over
one
here.
problem, I would say, and this actually isn't a problem with this book. So last issue, they introduced the fact that this Vanisher is stealing the legacy virus.
I love it.
For someone, which is awesome, and they followed up in this issue. Over in Secret Invasion X-Men, the cliffhanger there, spoiler, is that they've decided to use the legacy virus on the Skrulls.
Right.
Which I feel like there needs to be a little more coordination with the X office there to.
Real shame.
You're doing
The X office.
Well, seriously, that
That's
this is
what
such
it's
a
called.
big deal, and it would be a bigger deal if they weren't also using it in another book.
True. I like to think that this is real and that's fake.
Oh, okay.
Fake and bad.
Yeah, fake and bacon. So pick it up, right?
Definitely. Pick up
Awesome.
everything. This whole series.
Oh, I thought
Pick
you
up
were saying-
everything. Pick up your bedroom.
Just
for
go.
God's sake.
Just go. Pick up books. Spend money. It's great. They're $4 now.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't raise the prices.
It's
Times
too
are
late.
tough.
No, Joe Quesada said in Cup of Joe, $4 is where it's gonna be soon. So
Awesome. I love buying ads. All right, if you have a question for us, you can write us at thecomicbookclub@yahoo.com. You can also comment below the video, upload your video responses. You can check out our blog at popcultureshock.com/cbclub.
yeah.
And you have ever in Tuesday, and if you're ever
experienced Tuesday.
lived, check us out at TGI Fridays and Tuesdays.
See, I was going to say check us out at TGI Tuesdays. It's this restaurant, it's like TGI Fridays, but the drinks are like really small. And
Yeah, really,
you get
really
all
By the way,
sauce.
Alex has an idea for an all buffalo sauce restaurant.
Dude, don't ruin my idea. It's going to be awesome.
Wait, it's called Buffalo sauce?
All buffalo sauce.
Everything's made with.
Yeah, it's called Buffalo Bills.
I think that's already a restaurant. That's a horribly unhealthy idea for a
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great. I
The
eat that
drinks?
all the time.
Buffalo drinks? Speaking of unhealthy, that's disgusting.
I'm going to deep fry my hats.
50% of our viewership just vomited on this.
No, that's
I
not
guarantee you can hear the sound.
Why is that different from any other show?
Good point. Good point. Should I take my shirt off?
true. Please
Did you
don't.
want me to take my shirt off?
Yeah.
I want to get that other 15% to vomit.